The short part of this video, if you are really just in a rush, you need to know exactly what's going on, the short of this video is I'm going to be opening up every post on the Patreon and I'm going to be making the whole thing free. I'm either going to do that today or in the next couple of days. You know how admin is if you've ever done something like this before, but generally that's what it's going to be. It's going to be free. I'm going to now explain why that is, and to do that I need to backtrack a bit. So oh no. Bit of continuity error here. I feel really comfortable talking. I still feel very nervous in front of a camera. I just feel like I need to be a little more mobile or something. I've watched too many cool YouTubers, I think. I've been procrastinating for long enough. I feel like I should just record a video and see how it goes. So, 2 years ago today, exactly, I announced a little bloody science magazine. Should I say a little bloody science magazine? My name is Justin, and I am the editor of a little magazine called Neptune today. I am so humbled by your support. Is not, it feels a bit cliche, but I'm literally humbled by the incredible support that has been shown to Neptune today over the past couple of years. It's been incredible. You know, the process of learning to take a back seat, learning to platform other people, and learning how to be a good collaborator and not just treat myself as the protagonist of everything. It's been really personally rewarding and validating, and I feel like I've grown personally and professionally a lot from doing this. So literally humbled by your support, like every word there. The last 2 years, I've got a script up here, the last 2 years have been a challenging period in science communication. There was a thing that happened last year, and what that meant was we went from doing a print publication to doing a podcast, if you can see the microphone in the corner of the camera here, to doing a web series. And basically I tried my hand at a whole bunch of different ways of communicating science and using your money on this Patreon to do so. Basically, that's why I want to now stop taking your money at a point where I'm not doing anything with it. It's kind of important in terms of the contract that we have here that if I'm taking your money, I'm doing stuff. Neptune today is not going anywhere. For the next little while, I'm going to be developing skills. I'm going to be getting better at doing this stuff. I have been working since June with a podcasting company called Ample, based in Sydney. I've also been volunteering with a Melbourne-based festival called Pint of Science, who moved online during the pandemic, which means that I actually have a couple of different opportunities. I'm kind of taking advantage of those opportunities to really skill up so that if and when I come back to this, and I'm really hoping it's a when, I'm better at it. I know what on earth I'm doing. Can't you tell I've got a script? Absolutely shocking. So, okay, last 2 years, challenging period in science communication. Here's the political. I immediately say, there's the camera, and then I look up to my script. It's clear that we need writers and speakers who not only understand science, but can use their understanding of current affairs to cut through bad faith rhetoric, rubbish arguments. You know, that's very apparent in the past couple of years. It's been apparent for a long while, but especially in terms of, and you know what I'm going to say, vaccines and climate change. There is a lot of incredibly, not just ill-informed rhetoric, but people who have a vested interest in you not learning the truth. I'm just going to lean over the light so I can get really conspiracy theory, like, ooh, they don't want you to know. There are people who profit off of misinformation and off of fear, and that's a thing to acknowledge in the world. I feel really lucky that having been a part of this project, has kind of put me within a growing community of people that really care how science stories are told, and that come from all walks of life, that are not just people with a science background, but are people who care about the arts and politics and culture, and want our societies to be structured around what we know, because we can't make good decisions without knowing what on earth's up and what off earth is up. That's kind of a hint at what my next project is. Hey, a bit of a segue. So yeah, Neptune's still going. Next chapter of Neptune is still unwritten. Really proud of that line in the script. Good job, past Justin. But yes, for now, I'm not currently working on any project supported by Patreon, and I don't want to take your money for nothing. So as of today, all posts on the Patreon public, all tiers $0. I'm hoping I can make it all free. If I can't, I guess I'll find somewhere else to put it all, and I'll make it like a cent or something like that. I have set up like a Ko-fi account, which is here. There will be future updates to Neptune. We have a website. I hope you caught that we have a website, or my announcements have been particularly bad. We have a website. Visit neptune.today. There's a MailChimp mailing list at the bottom there, where I'll send out any future updates about Neptune. Oh, and one of the other things that I wanted to do with the Patreon that I haven't done enough of, I think, is kind of behind the scenes stuff. So if you have any specific questions about putting the magazine together, putting together the podcast, putting together the web series, whether it's about kind of doing research or actually making gelatin dinosaurs, or if it's more technical, setting things up, how much things cost, all of that sort of thing. I'm an open book. Let me know in the comments below this. I'm imagining I'm going to chuck this on Patreon and YouTube. I don't know. It is a somewhat warm day, and I am surrounded by a lot of lamps. So I'm going to go put a fan on and turn these all off. But if you would like any further kind of videos that are like behind the scenes-y, indicative of what I've been up to for the past couple of years, the different projects I've been working on, I'd love to do a couple more of these sorts of videos in the next couple of days, just as I kind of put a pin in this chapter of Neptune. Thank you to everyone that has contributed to the magazine, to the website, to the podcast. We had so many guests on the podcast that I haven't really given a shout out here. But yeah, there have been so many people that have been part of the Neptune story. I'm really stoked. And even if there are also some people who I approached about writing for us and didn't end up publishing, you know who you are. Thank you so much as well. I'm sorry that we didn't end up getting there with some of that, but I really appreciate your contributions as well. I just need to end this video. I've been recording for 20 minutes. Thank you. I really appreciate you in whatever capacity you've come to this, and I'm looking forward to what comes next.